All right, addicts, this is DJ REM broadcasting live on Rock Addict Radio and Metal Devastation Radio tonight, and I have SIMA live on the line. How are you doing tonight?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing very well. I'm very, very stoked to have you on the show tonight. You're, because I've got the pleasure of listening to your new stuff that we're going to play tonight, and it's amazing. So, yeah, I'm happy.
I'm excited too. Thank you so much for inviting me to be a guest on your awesome, cool show.
Definitely, and thank you for those kind words. Why don't you start by introducing yourself and give a little background on yourself and what's going on with you right now?
Okay. So, hey, Rock Addicts, and everybody that's listening to us right now. I'm SIMA, like you all know. I'm a singer, songwriter, producer, born and raised in Israel, and I live in the States for quite a while now. I lived in New York for many years, and then South Beach, Miami for 1 year, and now I'm here in LA for 5 years and doing my thing, and I always loved music. I knew I'm going to do music since I'm 10 years old. I always liked to sing, and it was just a natural, path that I, took and just followed my dream to all the way to America.
Well, very good. I know all of us that are fans of your music are very glad that you did follow your dreams and come over here. Cause yeah.
Thank you. That's so sweet of you.
As you know, I've been a fan of your music for quite some time and been playing your music on my show for 2 or 3 years now. So. Wow,
I know, that's amazing. I feel so blessed and happy that we doing this today, and I get to meet everybody and everybody that support my music. Like, I see Tom on line right now, and there's amazing people that I met through Facebook that I actually never met in my life and been so supportive, and I feel so grateful for that.
So what? So you mentioned it'd been your dream since you were 10 to do this, but what really pushed you to really make this and get this moving forward?
I guess something. I always knew that I want to sing in English. I always knew that I want to leave, Israel. I didn't know how things going to happen. I didn't have a clue that my path and my journey will lead to today and everything that I did so far until now. But I just, I got a phone call from a friend of mine that moved to New York, and she was like, oh, I'm in New York, and I've been here for a month, and she kind of asked me if I want to come and visit, and I just didn't have anything to lose. I was kind of in a point that I was like, I need to check it out, and I never obviously left the country. So I just took, I bought like a one-way ticket to New York, and I said, I'm going to go and check it out in 2 weeks and have fun, and then I come back to Israel, and I didn't know anything about New York. I had like $1,000 in my pocket, which now I'm thinking about it, I'm like, oh my God, I'm so crazy. And I just, went to New York and landed there, and I was like, almost got hit by a car in Times Square, just like fascinated by all the lights, and my head was like up, I'm looking up, and I was like, oh my God, I've never seen anything like that. And after 2 weeks there, I was like, there is no way I'm going back. I fall in love in the city, and it was something I never saw in my life. It was a big city, and it was like possibility, and everything was possible, and I just wanted to try and see what's going to happen. And then one thing led to another, and people that I met, and I met some producers and writers in New York that kind of helped me to start my journey there, and worked on my first CD there. And just from there, everything just fell into place, I think, because I manifested on that, and I kind of always knew. So I just I don't know, I was vibrating on that energy, and just things happened. I don't know, I'm just feeling so blessed. And yeah, and now we're here, all this year out, third EP later,
Very cool. Before we talk about that, Tom in the chat wants to know if you have any plans to take this on the road and do any touring.
Oh yeah, Tom, hi. I mean, I would love to do that. And this is, obviously my dream to kind of meet everybody face to face and share all the love that I have with people. The only thing that's stopping me right now from doing that is it's obviously it costs a lot of money to go on a tour, and I'm the only one in my band. I mean, the band is me, and so I kind of, it takes a lot of money to do that, and it's going to happen. I know that it's going to happen. I feel that it's going to happen, but I feel like there is, I'm going to need some kind of support, like, before that's going to happen, having some people getting attached to the project and helping me. But you know what? I believe that it's going to happen a lot sooner than what I'm expecting. I just find out today that one of my really good friends from New York that actually been doing my website and all my graphic design and stuff for a long time, he opened his own booking and touring agency in New York. So it's just like you never know. Like things just start manifesting and happening. So I believe things will happen very soon.
Well, I wish you nothing but the best of luck, and I would strongly encourage everyone that's either tuned in tonight or tunes in when this is up on the YouTube channel to go out and buy SIMA's music. Help support her.
Yeah, make it easier and faster. I can come and see you if you support the music. That's a good way to help support and tour, supporting to keep doing the music by people showing the support and love for sure.
Definitely. So okay, let's talk about this new EP that's coming out soon. What's your plans and what's going on with that?
Oh my God, I've been working on it for quite a while, and I'm so excited. I'm putting a 5 songs EP this time, and I'm probably going to do like a volume 1 and volume 2. And this CD, I think people will be a little surprised because it's a little different than what I did so far. Maybe it's less heavy, it's more personal, and it's a big message, and it's powerful and strong. Like some things everything I'm doing, I did so far. It's really important to me to connect with people on a deeper level, and tell my story and inspire and uplift. So yes, I'm releasing Beautiful Liar, which you're all going to hear very soon for the first time, and that'll be the first single, and then I'll release the rest of it very soon. And yeah, it's been a journey of like writing, and I'm so proud of this EP because it's taking control and taking ownership and empowering myself, and just wrote everything and just co-produced everything, and I did all the pre-production myself and pretty much executive produced it. So my hands on everything, and it was great, like to explore the production side and sounds and different things and instruments and writing and writing and writing. So yeah, exciting.
So who did the mastering for you then?
The mixing and mastering, my friend Evan from Keys 9 did, which you should check it out. The awesome band from LA. And it's amazing because I find that all my friends that do music, and I got all my friends to work on this CD. It's amazing. From my best friend playing on it, mixing and mastering, it's been the best process I ever had in my life. It was so easy, so much love, so much support. And yeah, Evan mixed master it, and he's awesome, and I love him, and he did an amazing job. And yeah.
Okay, you're going to have to send me a link to his stuff so I can check him out as well.
Yeah, you would love it. They just put up actually a video recently, and you're going to love it. He's awesome. He's also super talented, and he write everything, play guitar and sing and mix, produce, master. He does everything. He's like multi-talented. I don't know if he's listening. Probably not. He's probably in the studio, but he's amazing. Okay,
so I have to ask, the last album was a little more on the hard rock, edgy side, and this EP, you've kind of gone more of a pop rock style. What kind of was why did you kind of change a little bit?
Because I kind of, I got this Ableton Live program, and I started experimenting with all the samples that I had, and all the different loops and sounds, and I just kind of, grew up on that kind of type of music, and also that pop electronic, all that, and or European kind of feel, and I kind of started like playing around with things and different synths, and it just like I was like liking it. It was so cool, and it just fit, and that's pretty much it. Just me playing around, with toys and just like sounds, and just finding another outlet and a way to express myself.
Oh, and that's very cool because I really appreciate artists that kind of step out of maybe their comfort zone and try new things. And because if you just make music that all sounds the same, it just gets boring. So I think it's neat that you aren't afraid to change it up.
Yeah, one thing I'm not. I always like to grow as an artist and express myself in different ways, and I don't like to stick to even my looks, and like things that I do in my life in general. I like to try different things, and I just don't like to stick to one thing because, like you said, it gets boring, and then you don't grow and you don't experiment and explore. So yeah, I hope everybody would like it. I believe that some of it is like the best stuff I did so far, and yeah, I'm excited about it.
Very cool. Well, and also I know in the for the interview for the event that we've been sharing and posting for tonight's interview, you've been posting a lot of different photos and stuff of yourself because obviously you do very well. You're very photogenic. So tell me a little bit about about this, and then tell me about who takes your pictures for you.
Yeah. Well, I have an amazing brother that is an incredible photographer. His name is Shai Galanti, and he lives in Israel. And last time, and this is my truth, he came to LA and spent a month with me, and we did a photo shoot together. So this is the second time that we collaborating and working together and creating like amazing visuals and image. And like I don't know, like probably people that follow me on Facebook knows that I spent a month recently in Israel, which was amazing. And I got to work with Shai again, and did this photo shoot. And I got to have one of my best friends in Israel that is a hairdresser to do my hair, and we really kept it like a family, and just like me and Shai we work so well together. We're both very creative and have concepts and ideas all the time running through our heads. And yeah, we just had fun and got in the studio in Tel Aviv. And yeah.
Very cool.
There's one photo that I didn't release yet, which that's going to be the actual single cover and the album cover. Actually, the album cover for my new EP. I'm just waiting to get Shai to finish all the artwork and I'll release it.
Well, I'm sure we all look forward to seeing that. So I know I do. So.
Yeah.
What was I going to ask you? I was going to ask you something about when you were in Israel. I lost my train of thought. We'll come back to that one.
Okay.
So you mentioned, when you were 10, you knew you wanted to be a singer and do this. What kind of influences did you have growing up that kind of helped push that for you?
Yeah, I mean, wow. I was blessed to share a room with my sister, and she's a huge heavy metal and a rock music fan. And also had a lot of friends that were, into rock and play guitar, and we kind of always got together and jammed. And I grew up on listening to Metallica and Pearl Jam and bands like Def Leppard and who else? Iron Maiden and everything. Oh my God, we listened to the Doors and Guns N' Roses, anybody in Bjork and Jeff Buckley and. Who else? Anybody that was big and made, all the major people. I just listened to anything. I love jazz, and so I got exposed to a lot of stuff. Nirvana, whatever, name it. I'll listen to it if it was good. Alanis Morissette, the Cranberries. Oh wow, so many. So I always liked good music, and I like things that inspired me, and listened to a lot of stuff that made sense to me and kind of inspired me and going through certain things, as a teenager or whatever it is. So yeah, anything that was good and was.
So Tom wants to know who your
Tom.
biggest idol or artist that's inspired you the most is.
Inspired me the most. Oh wow. Well, I guess at some point Alanis Morissette inspired me a lot, and Bjork inspired me a lot. Stevie Nicks inspired me, Janis Joplin, Pearl Jam, a lot. I can't even stick to one thing. But those are the major, Pink Floyd was a big one. Led Zeppelin, I used to listen to them a lot. Yeah, I see there is another question there.
Very good. So, yeah, I'm not sure if Joe's asking a question or not, so I'm going to leave that to Joe to rephrase if that's supposed to be a question in the chat. Because I'm not sure. I'm not sure what he's asking.
It's very confusing because...
Yes. Clarify, Joe. Come on, man. Clarify. Well, while he's thinking of how to clarify that question, where is a good place for people to find out more about SIMA?
Yeah, my website is simamusic.com, simamusic.com, and I'm on Facebook, SIMA Music Official, on Facebook, my music page, and then Twitter, SIMA G Love, where else? Yeah, Twitter, I said that right? Yeah, so pretty much, everywhere. So just find me on our website. There is all the icon there of the social media links they can find. Obviously, my YouTube channel, it's on there too. So any way they can find me and reach out and share the music and check out, videos and share with the friends and post and be interactive on my music page on Facebook or Twitter or anything that can support the music will be amazing, and I would love to meet people that we've been talking to today and listening right now. So yeah.
And what about like your previous CD and any merchandise? Where's the best place to go to actually buy that?
Yeah, that's on my website, simamusic.com. There's a section merch. They can find my shirts on there as well. There is a section for the music, all my CDs on iTunes, CD Baby, Amazon, Spotify, anything. All the information will be on my website.
Okay, very cool. It looks like Joe has clarified his. It wasn't really a question; it was a statement.
Okay.
And he says he's heard Jewish people sing in their. Now, you guys don't call it a church, though. What do you call it?
Synagogue.
A synagogue. Okay. So, Joe, it's a synagogue, and I don't know. He just said it sounded amazing from what he heard. So.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's really beautiful. Like for me, like I think especially this CD had such a deep expression of like my soul, like where I came from. The connection to God, spirit, the spiritual life that I'm leading. It was, I listened to a lot of mantras. So that's, it's beautiful. It's really beautiful. I grew up on that kind of, music. And, if you guys know Disturbed, Dave Draymond from Disturbed used to sing that kind of stuff. And synagogue is Israeli, and I know his brother very well, listened to Rizal Amsterdam. We all got influenced by that kind of, style of singing. I think a lot of bands kind of, like Tool and Perfect Circle have something that sounds, even obviously Disturbed, that sounds like that,
Yeah, very cool. Very cool. Every culture has their style of music that's kind of, what am I trying to say? You hear it, you just kind of know, okay, this is that culture. And I think that's just the uniqueness of music across the planet. I mean, once again, music brings the world together like nothing else.
Yeah, that's so true. And we're so blessed, like to be able to connect to each other, through music and through our, thank God for the internet. And, I can connect to my family that lives so far and friends that I grew up with. And we're very blessed to share music and what we do with other people. For sure.
Very cool. Oh, Tom said absolutely. He agrees.
Yeah, I think so too. I hope they're gonna like it. It's a fun song, and yeah.
And so when this interview's over, just so everybody tuned in, I have 4 tracks lined up, all brand new stuff ready to play.
Okay.
So, and I'm probably going to play a couple old tracks too, because I do have my favorites.
Oh wow, that's awesome! So everybody's gonna get to hear the entire.
They're going to get like a 6-pack of SIMA, yeah.
Very cool.
For sure.
Wow, that's exciting.
So
yeah,
speaking,
first time. Well, nobody even heard it yet.
Well, they're all going to get to hear it tonight.
Very cool. Very exciting.
So,
Well,
if I grabbed your iPod or MP3 player, however you like to listen to music, what bands would I find you listening to right now?
right now, it's kind of. I don't know if I should say that, or maybe I don't care. I'm. Right now,
This is a
moment,
judge-free
I listen
zone.
to a lot of mantras. So yeah, this is what I'm listening to right now, and exploring, like combining mantras and spiritual, world music with Hebrew, English, and some Gurmukhi, which is interesting. Yeah, that's what's going on my iPod right now, and pretty much just listening, making music at home. That's all I do.
So, do you find that kind of music helps with yoga and all that stuff?
Yeah, I mean, yoga and spirituality is a big part of my life. I do yoga every day. I actually do yoga teacher training right now, and I mean, I find the vibration, the sound current of those mantras to be so powerful and help me to connect to creativity in the ways that I didn't connect before. It's like a truthful, honest expression, and I think before, my CDs, things that I wrote came from like maybe more like an angry place, or like, all those
Right.
places that I was in before, or just like whatever it is that I went through, and like pain, whatever, we all go through certain things. And I think in this point of my life right now, like I think the writing coming from such a, I don't know, a place of like gratitude and connection to something a lot bigger, and like really want to inspire people and have a message more than like, oh, I'm writing about this, whatever, like, I don't know. I just wanted to inspire people to kind of transform their life. Like, I think if I got a gift and I don't use it to benefit, and share my story, not just like in every way, especially positive way, and I think listening to that kind of stuff and be so connected to, like the bigger picture, of what we hear, and like working on myself and better myself. And I think that will, making me a better, 10 times better artist. It's like not an ego thing, oh, I want to sing and I want to be famous, and it's just like, what, I got a gift, I need to channel that, I need to kind of connect to, why and where it's coming from. It's not really me. I'm just a vessel into, that.
No, I get it. I mean, if you can take that gift or talent you have and better your fellow human beings with it, I mean, there's no better feeling than that.
Yeah, and this is, like you share a great story with me before about somebody that said that got inspired listening to my, music and changed their life or whatever it is. This makes me happy, makes
Exactly.
me more happy to know that I'm doing something right, and I'm not just doing it from my own self, I'm not doing it because, I just want to be rich and famous, and I want to, like we all want to be like recognized for our hard work and, what we do. and the money we spend, or whatever it is it takes to create something, from nothing. But I think that's, at the end of the day, is the biggest reward.
Right. Well, and what I'm just going to say is, I wish you the best of luck with success, but I also thank you for doing what you do for the right reasons, because I know myself, and then the other people tune in, the other people that like your music appreciate the fact that you have real feelings and real meaning behind this.
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to stay true to myself. Like, we talked about things that inspire me, and artists that inspire me, and places that, in times in my life that I needed like a push and, hope, or feeling like there is a way out, or feeling like there is something out there that, I more than what I'm seeing right now and what I'm experiencing, and I think if there is somebody out there that listens to one of my songs and feel, oh my God, she speaks to me, like I went through this, like I can relate, that was my experience, this
Yes.
is what it's about. And I think in life in general, we can share, that with everybody we meet, and like add something to somebody's life and put a smile on somebody's face, or make his day better if he's like feeling down, I mean, we here as a group collective, energy too. It's not about the individual anymore, we are here to just kind of be a team and like run together,
No, I totally get it, because we were talking before we came on air, and I have the Fretboard Festival this Saturday coming up, and once again I want to thank you for sending me those CDs you sent me, because now I can, and I love to be able to do this. I get to now Saturday talk about SIMA, give people your CD, and actually give them help you do what you're trying to do with your music. So that's very important and means a lot to me.
Yeah, that means a lot to me too, and I appreciate it. It's just, I think that's what friendship is about, and support, and you sometimes when you appreciate something and when you really believe in something, it's easy to do that, and sometimes even, it takes, sometimes we get caught up in like certain things and we don't take the time to kind of get out of our own self to meet people and talk to people, because you never know, like you might, somebody that you think you would never be friends with, or you like, oh, I'm never gonna get along with this person, whatever it is, you would never know. You might be meeting somebody that actually will change your life,
Exactly.
Their lives. So that's what we do, and I really appreciate you doing the CD and talking to people about the music and sharing it, and it's amazing. Thank you.
Well, and I don't know if you remember this story, but I'm going to tell it again so the listeners can hear too. So last year at the Fretboard Festival, here I'm handing out your CDs.
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking about your music and kind of the background, your background, and why you do what you do. Mm-hmm. And I had handed, I gave every CD you sent me. I handed out. People were like, I want to listen to SIMA. A couple hours later,
mm-hmm.
this woman comes back into the festival, and she comes up to me. I'm like, she's like, you remember me from earlier? I'm like, yeah, I gave you a SIMA CD. She's like, I just want you to know I went and sat and listened to the whole thing in my car, in the parking garage, and I came back, and I just wanted to tell you how amazing she is.
Really?
I mean, she went out of her way. She sat and listened to the whole album, and then came back and just wanted to make sure that I knew how much she liked your music, so I could share that with you.
Wow, I wish I knew that lady, and she can, connect online. That I would love. That's amazing.
Yeah, and I at this point I have no idea who that person was.
Yeah,
and,
but that's great. I'm so happy.
If I get that experience again this year, I definitely will try to.
Connect.
I will tell them to go to your Facebook at least and message you.
Because I would love to get the feedback and keep in touch with those people. You never know, like Tom said, when I'm touring, you never know. Maybe it's going to happen soon, and all those people, I would love to connect with them. And I want them to know that I'm going to be, playing. So it would be nice to kind of connect and keep people in the loop of what's going on.
Definitely. Okay, so I know you have done some live shows in the past, mm-hmm. and based on those, has anything crazy happened to you at a live show? It doesn't have to be, I don't mean bad. I mean, it can just be like, you're on stage and you're like, oh my God, this has happened. It could be a great experience.
My last show, the House of Blues, it was a magical show because, first of all, wow, yeah, that night so many great things happened. First of all, the room was packed with people, with so much love and support, and people literally pushed to get to the front, and it was like really, people came wearing my shirts, and there was one guy, I don't know if he has an online radio show too, which he interviewed me. I don't know if he's online, but I don't know. His name is Gabriel, and he's an amazing person, very supportive of music like you. And he asked me if he wanted to come and buy tickets to the show, and he wanted to buy my shirt, and asked me what kind of shirt do you have, and I sent him to my website. And then he told him there was white burnout shirt on my merch page, and it's amazing. It's amazing material, and it's so cool. And then he said, "Oh, I don't really want to wear white because I'm in a wheelchair. I'll prefer the black." And I didn't have a clue this guy in a wheelchair.
Right.
So it was kind of like an amazing experience for me to meet him when he came to the show, because I was talking to him so much on Facebook and I didn't have a clue.
Right.
So when he came and he was in the front there wearing my shirt, and he was so amazing, all the lyrics. I got to meet him and take photos with him, and that was so amazing to me, just meet those people and it felt so great, And then in the same show, the same night, it's so funny, the first song, my mic, the cord of the mic was stuck under the amp, and obviously I didn't know, and nobody noticed that it stuck there, until I tried to start, I wanted to stop moving on stage,
Right.
And with my mic, and I couldn't. I was the whole song stuck in the corner of the stage, and the mic was the cord was stuck under the amp until the end of the song, and I kind of had to lift it up and get it out. So that was a funny, moment. I was stuck there and so that was an amazing night for me. I couldn't sleep the whole night. I was up because there's so much energy and so much love. People for my yoga, people for anybody that I know that been following me came and was there, and I never felt so much love. And it was one of my best nights.
Very cool. Well, I hope someday that there's a live show that I can go to get the full experience for sure.
Yes, me too. I'd love to meet you.
So I'm just about done here, but before we cut to the music,
yeah,
I'm going to start with "Beautiful Liar" because that's going to be your first single off the EP, correct?
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about this song. What was going through your mind when you wrote this?
Just to make a little correction here, I released "Alone with You" not long ago, and "Alone with You" is supposed to be the first single of this record, and "Beautiful Liar" wasn't supposed to be a part of my record.
Okay.
I wrote it and I thought I'm just gonna sell it, or I don't know, just keep it. Maybe one day I give it to somebody else, because it was so different than "Alone with You." "Alone with You" is still more heavier. So when I released "Alone with You," that was supposed to be the first single of this. So yeah, just to kind of make it clear, which I'm going to do another version of "Alone with You," which Evan's going to mix in right now and working on. So it's going to be another twist to what's going on here. And yeah, so "Beautiful Liar." Do you want to know about "Beautiful Liar"? Is that...
Yeah, well, what was going through your mind when you wrote this song?
When I wrote that, I wrote it about a specific experience that I was experiencing last year with a guy, and it felt like being in cloud nine, that everything was possible, but and I was creating all those illusions and dreams, and me and him, and life and
right.
together and all this, and it didn't really work the way I thought.
Right.
And so I wrote a song about this guy, about the experience with him. And I think a lot of people can relate to, similar experiences, like meeting somebody and you feel like, wow, this is a guy, and wow, I can see myself with him, like there, all that, stories that, fairy tales we create. And sometimes, like we create those things and we believe in them, and we know sometimes that it's not really logical or maybe possible, but, we fall into that. And then you wake up to kind of like, oh, that wasn't really the case, So, yeah, I wrote it about this specific experience, yeah.
Okay, well, life is definitely full of lessons for all of us now, isn't it?
Yeah, sometimes it's not, it's not always what it seems, especially when it comes to relationships. I know a lot of people it's like that excitement in the beginning, like you meet somebody and they show you and give you and do it so much, but I think it comes down to, finding somebody that just going to be there, somebody real and honest, and somebody that's just not going to stay and do whatever, for the moment, and
Yep.
That's what I'm at right now. It's like finding that connection to somebody that will be there, and that's why, I wrote Beautiful Liar. Yeah.
Okay, very cool. Well, thanks for sharing that. I appreciate that.
Yeah, you're welcome.
So, is there anything else, anything I have not asked about SIMA that you want to make sure the world knows?
I think we pretty much covered everything. I just want to, say again, like, to everybody to make sure to check out my website, simamusic.com, and, my Twitter, account, and just really be in touch and, like, retweet and share music and share the videos and support as much as you can, because we doing what we doing because we love it, and we share it with you guys because, this is our passion, and we want to know that you guys appreciate and you can share it with other people, and that's what it's about. We're not going to make this possible. We can make this possible without you. It's like, and that's the amazing part of the whole thing. It's like, it just, we still connected. We make the music and we share it, and you guys share it with somebody else, and more people, and that's how it explodes.
Okay, very cool. Well, to let you know that I actually added one more track, so we're gonna do 7 SIMA tracks here in a minute. We're gonna start with Beautiful Liar, then I have Set It All on Fire,
Yeah.
Wherever You Are,
Favorite song.
Will You Find Me,
Fine.
and then I had to throw Alone With You in there because I do like that song.
Yeah.
And then my 2 favorite tracks of all time of yours are Suffering Is My Addiction. That is my favorite song ever.
Thank you.
And then You're Not Going to Break Me we'll finish with. So they're going to get 7 SIMA tracks back to back. And I want to give you just a big, huge shout and thank you to everybody that tuned in tonight, everybody in the chat, and obviously, my greatest happiness and thank you to you for taking time out of your evening to call in and do the interview. I really appreciate it.
Oh, it's my pleasure. Thank you so much for sharing the music and for the support, and everyone that on the live chat right now. I love you guys. Thank you so much, and I hope you enjoy the music.
Okay, well, everybody hang on tight because we have, like I said, a bunch of SIMA coming at you, so don't go anywhere.
Slowly burning me forever. I'm swimming against the streams, I'm going against all lies. When my head's like high up in the clouds, pretending you make me feel safe when you spin me around. So easily you dropping me out on the ground. I want you to know you're nothing meant for me. You live alone, no stay away from me. You are my sweet mistake. I wouldn't be there when you wake up. You see, all you ever were, my sweet mistake. I'm swimming against the streams, I'm going against all lies. When my head's like high up in the clouds, pretending you make me feel safe when you're spinning me around. So easily you dropping me out on the ground. I'm swimming against the streams, I'm going against all lies. When my head's like high up in the clouds, pretending you make me feel safe when you're spinning me around. So easily you dropping me out on the ground. I'm swimming against the streams, I'm going against all lies. With my head stuck high up in the clouds, pretending you make me feel safe when you're spinning me around. So easily you dropping me